So Jordan Brand is keeping up the streak of absolutely fire Air Jordan 4 releases with the upcoming Air Jordan 4 Black Canvas. And I didn't know what to expect before I got this shoe in hand, but honestly I think this might be one of the best Air Jordan 4s of the entire year. What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler and today I'm reviewing the upcoming Air Jordan 4 Black Canvas. Really quick, I'd like to give a huge thank you to Scentbird for supporting the channel. I don't know about you, but I like smelling good, and I feel like most people probably do. And Scentbird not only allows you to smell good, but it also helps you find your signature fragrance. Scentbird is a fragrance subscription for both men and women that allows you to try out a bunch of different popular name brand fragrances so you can find a fragrance that's best for you. And for me, smelling good is important. There are 3 things that I never leave the house without, and that's my phone, my wallet, and a nice little spritz of cologne. So every month, for just $17 a month, Scentbird allows you to pick 3 different designer fragrances in these nice little 30-day bottles, which allow you to try out the fragrances before spending like $300 to $500 on a giant bottle, only to find out that you don't like the smell. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to give you guys my honest first impressions on the 3 fragrances that I picked this month. So first off, we've got Mercedes-Benz Man, which hopefully smells like a Mercedes. I don't have one. It'd be nice to smell like I had one though. And one thing I love about Scentbird is that with each one of the fragrances, they send you a little individual card with the ingredients that are in the fragrance and also a little bit about the fragrance. Ooh. That's nice. I feel like I'm getting a hint of cedar leaf, geranium, pear, amber seed, maybe? Next up, we got something a little bit crazy. It's called Sexual Noir, which translates to something I probably shouldn't say on YouTube. You can also pull out the vials to check which scents you got, just in case you forget. It's got a very slight tobacco smell mixed in with like some lavender. And then finally, we've got Versace Eros. Ooh, that's refreshing. That's really fresh. Minty, even. I think Versace won it for me. It's different. And what's great about Scentbird is that you don't have to pick scents blind. They actually have a quiz on their website that you can take where they recommend you scents based on what you like. So if you would like to check out Scentbird for yourself, which I absolutely recommend, make sure to click that link in the top of the description below and use my coupon code right here for 55% off your first month, which means that your first month will be just a little bit over $7, and Scentbird is available in both the United States and Canada, so check it out. It's crazy. I never thought that I would love a canvas Air Jordan 4 as much as I love these. These are fire. So the Air Jordan 4 Black Canvases already released overseas, I think at the beginning of this month, but unfortunately they don't release in the United States until October 22nd. And as far as the retail price for this shoe, in the United States, this sneaker is gonna drop for $200. So I mean, first things first, this shoe definitely bears a striking resemblance to the Eminem Carhartt Air Jordan 4s, which is a $20,000 to $30,000 shoe. This, on the other hand, looks very similar, but only costs $200. So I feel like if you're trying to go for that sort of Carhartt Air Jordan 4 vibe, this is a great way to go. Now, obviously, the materials are different on this shoe, but from a distance, they almost look identical. And I gotta be honest, I can't think of any shoe in the world that I'd ever pay close to $20,000 to $30,000 for. So being able to grab a shoe that looks very similar for a fraction of the price is definitely a great thing. And I mean, even putting the similarities between those 2 shoes aside, this sneaker honestly stands on its own. It's a great looking sneaker and one that's definitely worth your attention. But before we dive any farther into the sneaker, let's first take a look at the box. So in kind of an unexpected twist, Jordan Brand decided to switch up their Air Jordan 4 box to something a little bit more fitting for this release, and I've got to say, I'm into it. Almost the entire box comes in this satin black finish, and then written across the top of the box, you've got Flight in bright red. Also, in another cool detail, Jordan Brand decided to add this very subtle tie-dye print to the inside of the box. I'm not totally sure of its significance. Maybe it's just there to look cool. Maybe it ties in with that women's Air Jordan 4 blank canvas. I have no idea, but I'm not mad that it's there. Then rounding off the box, on one end, you've got the size tag. As you guys can see, I grabbed a size 9, which is my true size, and the official colorway of this shoe is black, light steel, gray, white. But now let's get into the sneakers themselves, and man, do they look good. I mean, Jordan Brand really is dropping Air Jordan 4 fire this year, and they keep the hits coming. It's crazy. So getting into the materials, starting off around the toe of the sneaker on the mudguard, you've got this really nice black suede. Now, I'm not a great judge of suede quality, but I will say that this suede feels really, really nice. Again, I don't know if it's actually good suede, but it feels good, and it feels like it's gonna last too. It's very thick and hairy. Man, that could have been taken out of context. It's nice looking suede, what can I say? I really like the way that it looks. Moving up on the center of the toe and actually continuing most of the way around the sneaker, you've got this really nice black canvas material. Now this canvas material is interesting because it doesn't feel like a lot of the other canvas sneakers that Jordan Brand has released. It kind of has this sort of waxy finish to it, and it also looks a lot like denim. Now I'm not sure exactly if it is denim or if it is actually canvas. I would assume that it's canvas because this is called the Black Canvas Air Jordan 4. Surprisingly though, this material actually feels very premium premium, which is not something I expected from this shoe. Well, I mean, I was hoping for it because it is a $200 sneaker, but I didn't expect it. Moving even farther up on the shoe, you've got more of that black canvas material on the eye stays, and of course, being an Air Jordan 4, you've got these classic eyelet hits. This time around, they come in a gray TPU. Now, one of the major differences between this shoe and the Carhartt Eminem 4s are actually these hits. On the Eminem 4s, they come in a metallic silver, and on this shoe, they come in a light gray, and I actually kind of prefer the light gray because it keeps the shoe toned down a little bit. It doesn't pop as much as it does on the Eminem 4s, which I think is a little bit too much. It just kind of looks like a belt buckle to me, whereas on this shoe, it looks like it is what it is. Weaving through the eyelets on the shoe, you've got these flat black laces, and underneath the eyelets, you've got your classic Air Jordan 4 black mesh. Moving towards the top of the tongue, you've got more of that black canvas material, and in the center of the tongue, you've got your Jumpman patch with a gray Jumpman and the flight text in bright red. Actually, from what I can tell, that's the only exterior hit of red other than on the outsole, which I kind of dig. It's very subtle, it's very quiet, but it can pop if you wear this shoe in the right way. Now, I don't know the right way to wear this shoe in order to see that. Maybe just lace the shoe a little bit lower, but either way, it's a nice hit. Then moving inside the sneaker, you've got this black fabric sock liner, and rounding off the inside of the shoe, you've got a black insole with a bright red Jumpman on the heel. Now, as far as sizing and fit for the black canvas Air Jordan 4s, these shoes fit pretty much just like every other pair of Air Jordan 4s. For me, that's true to size, but for you, it might be something different. So if you've never worn a pair of 4s before, I definitely recommend trying a pair on first before you buy this pair, just to make sure that you're grabbing the right size for you. Also, I don't know what it was about this colorway in particular, maybe the insole's a little bit different or whatever, but this shoe was way more comfortable than most of my other Air Jordan 4s. That might have just been all in my head, I didn't compare, but it really did feel very nice on foot. So I don't know if you saw those fire APTHCRY socks in the on foot portion of this video, but that is our brand new APTHCRY big logo collection that actually just went live on APTHCRY.com right when this video went live. This collection comes in 4 different colorways. You've got a maroon and white, a blue and black, a green and black, and a green and pink, which is my personal favorite. So if you want to grab any of the socks from the APTHCRY big logo collection, it's available right now on APTHCRY.com. Continuing back in the shoe, you've got more of that plastic mesh on the midfoot of the sneaker, and then moving around towards the heel of the shoe, you've got more of that black canvas. Rounding off the back of the shoe, you've got this black pull tab with this sort of 3D gray Jumpman finishing off the heel. Then moving down on the sneaker, you get to this black and white split midsole, which really makes the sneaker pop, especially because this is the only hit of white on the entire exterior of the shoe other than on the outsole. Wrapping up into the midsole of the sneaker, you've got this medium gray rubber, which is again pretty similar to the Eminem 4s. However, with the Eminem 4s, it's more of like a semi-translucent gray rather than a solid medium gray. And then finally rounding off the sneaker, on the bottom of the shoe, you've got this rubber outsole that comes in red, gray, black, and white. So overall, I think the Air Jordan 4 black canvases are an incredibly clean colorway and are definitely worth checking out if you're interested. Now, as far as the naming of the sneaker goes, I'm not in love with the name Black Canvas. It sounds way too close to Blank Canvas, which I understand they did on purpose because the first release of this shoe, the women's release of this shoe, came in like a cream color and they called it the Blank Canvas. So it's trying to fit within the same family, I get it, but I just feel like it's a little bit too similar. I kind of wish they just called this the Air Jordan 4 Black. This is why I don't name sneakers, because I have no idea what I'm doing. But now I would love to know your thoughts on the upcoming Air Jordan 4 Black Canvas and whether this is a shoe that you're looking forward to picking up on the 22nd or whether you just don't care about this shoe. So make sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.